proud of our team tonight. I thought we had a great team effort. Some great lifts off the bench tonight with Josh Criddle. Good to have him back in action for his first game. P.J. Gaynor come back and played for his second game back in action, and then Tristan Spurlock gave us good minutes off the bench as well. But I was really proud how we handled the zone. Thought we did a good job executing. 16 assists, 6 turnovers tonight. Played against a very good team, High Point. As you can see, a veteran squad that just come off an emotional loss at Purdue, about 65 to 63, and we knew it was going to be a battle all the way to the end. So Scott Cherry's done a great job with his program there at High Point. Was really impressed with how well his kids played tonight.
Expand more on Criddle, because I mean, just looking at it, it seems like he had a very efficient game out there.
He really did. He played 14 minutes, 10 points, and 4-4 from the free throw line. He had 5 rebounds, and the thing that I was most impressed with Josh is 2 things. 1, he stayed out of foul trouble, and 2, you saw a big guy get on the floor. He gave us some energy, gave us some lift, and that's what he's got to be able to do for us. Josh has got a good feel how to play the game, and his experience in playing in a big league in Pac-10 where he come from can really help our team.
Jordan and Sykes really ran the offense pretty well. Much more ball movement here than it was Monday night in Tallahassee. Does Marcus' experience running the point last year really help right now, especially Isaiah running the offense and learning?
Absolutely. I think Marcus had to play a lot of minutes tonight. We played Jeff in there some. Jeff got 2 fouls in the first half, and I thought our press was important to wear them down a little bit. But I thought Marcus was very aggressive. Isaiah Sykes, we put him in the middle of that zone where he could be aggressive there, and he played with what he does. He's not a great 3-point shooter. He's just a scorer, and he found ways to get in the gap. And we attacked that zone inside out, which is very important, instead of like we did against Florida State, taking 31 threes without any penetration.
Coach, how difficult is it early in the season, a lot of different pieces this year, to kind of figure out a rotation, to figure out who plays well with another and still win games?
Well, I'll tell you what, it's been like putting a puzzle together. 2 weeks ago, we worked with this team all summer long and thought we had a rotation, and all of a sudden we had 4 or 5 guys out. So you're sitting there with everything you've done. You had to turn that upside down and figure out some pieces, how to get through in certain ways and find ways to score. And it's been a credit to our staff, and our guys have done a good job here right now, and in trying to find roles for guys as we continue to wait for Ramsa to get back in the lineup, because he's our quarterback, and we've had to have some guys do some different things for us.
How important was it to bounce back after this game? Marcus alluded to it just earlier about how last year after the first loss, you lost 7 in a row. This year you lose the first game, but you bounce right back.
Absolutely, and I think our schedule's much tougher early on here. Not that it wasn't last year, because it was. We had good wins over some big programs. We got to be able to do the little things. Tonight I was proud of. We went to the line and focused. Missing free throws is just a focus thing. And we were 24-30 from the line tonight, which was huge for us. And when we went in, we had 19 offensive rebounds tonight. To me, those are the things I'm looking for from our team, is how we execute, how we do the little things, making free throws. Went to the line 30 times, and I think that's very important. Instead of just being a jump shooting team, that's not who we are. We're a team that's got to beat you in a lot of different ways.
You bring Tristan off the bench as your 6th man there. Is that kind of by design? You want that offense coming off the bench that Tristan can provide?
Absolutely. I think we got to bring energy off the bench, and a guy who can play multiple positions and another shooter. I think Tristan's got to be a mismatched guy who can play the 4, the 3, and he was even playing the 2 out there. As I tell those guys, I don't get caught up in what your number is, just who you are. You're a player. So we're just putting guys out there that we felt, and I looked out there, and we had 6'7" at the 2, 6'7" at the 3, 6'9" and 6'8" out there running around chasing 6-foot guys, 3 6-foot guys. So we got to learn to use our length and learn to guard the dribble better defensively. I thought we got beat off the dribble, but we were trying to take the 3-point line away and trying to take the drive away, and that's very difficult to do with that kind of size.
Coach, are you comfortable with Marcus Jordan taking 9 3-pointers?
I am. I think he's got to be aggressive as long as they're good shots. He was 1 for 10 the other night. I'm not even sure what he was tonight, but I thought he took good shots from the 3-point line. He was 3 for 9 tonight. He's got to be aggressive. He's our best 3-point shooter right now on our team. Ramsa's another shooter who will help us when we get him back, but Marcus has got to be aggressive along with Keith, and those guys got to do more for us right now than probably what we'd ask for once we get everybody back.
Coach, can you talk a little bit about the perimeter shooting so far this year? It hasn't been probably exactly what you'd like it to be. Are they getting the right shots? It's just a matter of the ball going in?
Yeah, well, I think we'll become better. I think right shots is 1. 2, we're playing guys out of position. And And 3, we didn't shoot well against Florida State, and they had something to do with it. They've been #1 in the country in field goal percentage defense for 2 years in a row, so give them credit. But, we had shots, and we didn't make them at Florida State, and it's early in the year, and you got guys who are trying to get in game flow and understand what's a good shot and a bad shot, and you do got to make shots. I mean, that's the difference in winning and losing sometimes, and we got to find different ways to win other than just being shot makers and hoping we outscore people. We got to defend and be able to wear people down. Thought we did that with the press tonight. Thought the press was good in a lot of different ways. We turned them over 13 times, but that was a team that was pretty much guard-oriented.
You now head to the Bahamas, real tough tournament. ESPN's marked it as one of the top tournaments in the early season. Just discuss, obviously, the quality you're going to see now and the challenge in the Bahamas.
Absolutely. Well, we wanted to play in that tournament because we thought that would be a great setting for us to prepare us for conference tournament. 3 games in 3 days against 8 teams that went to postseason play last year. So you got a lot of good teams. UConn, you can match up with them if they win and we win in the second round. And you'll see a lot of different teams that are well coached. And College of Charleston, Bobby Crimmins, one of the best coaches in the game, has done a great job with that program, and they're off to a great start. We'll open up with them, and I think anytime you have a chance in 3 days to play 3 games and have a short turnaround to prepare for a different team, I think that really helps your team early on.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you all.